Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. Are you in the tri-state area? Are you looking for some fashionable scrubs? Look and listen.
Hi, my name is Jelaine McKay Burrell, and I'm the founder of J. McKay Collection. J. McKay Collection is a medical uniform brand that is created with the vision of bringing comfortable fashion to healthcare. I have been a registered nurse for over 13 years, and I've seen the need to replace traditional boring scrubs with more stylish, comfortable uniform. I am a nurse that loves fashion. I live by the philosophy that if you look good, you feel good, and you will have the confidence to perform at your very best. Patients, on the other hand, will appreciate a good first impression. So our parents and professional attire can really uplift our patients' emotions. So as I mix my passion of healing people with my unique, comfortable, fashionable designs, my mission purpose is to leave an imprint on the hearts and lives of everyone who wears J. McKay.
Ensure that you call them. The number is on your screen. You will not be disappointed. Now, in the news today, in this first incident, and I told you on Friday that the St. James Police, they are doing the do. More specifically, that special team of police officers and soldiers, they are doing the do. I've reported on 5 firearms that were seized by that team last week. Well, this is the 6th firearm to be seized in 6 days by that same team. This latest seizure took place yesterday afternoon, Saturday, August 19, about 1 o'clock. The same team of police officers and a team of JDF soldiers, they carried out a raid at Maroon Town in the parish of St. James. Our premises was searched and bingo. If you look on your screen, that Beretta 9mm pistol, affixed with a magazine containing 7 live rounds, were found. We are told that a suspect was taken into police custody in connection with this find. Intelligencers, big up on yourself. And St. James Police, especially that team. Job well done. Now, over in Gregory Park in Portmore, a 16-year-old youngster, he was arrested and charged for an illegal gun. And let me address something right here, so. Let me address something right here. I noticed that whenever I carry certain news, and I tell you that a 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old was charged by the police, yeah man, charged for a crime. Somehow, uno come in the comment section and tell me that I should not be calling their names because they are under 18 years old. Let me tell you something. I call the names deliberately. No mistake made. I call them names deliberately. If you want Bex or if you don't like it, that's for your business. Secondly, I am not breaching any law by calling their names. I am governed by YouTube's policy, not no Broadcasting Commission of Jamaica's policy. I am governed by YouTube's policy. So, if I am not breaching YouTube's policy, I care zero about what you are going to think or what you are going to say. Let me ask you something. Did you know that there are many 14, 15, 16 and 17-year-olds in Jamaica who are committing serious offenses, committing murder, robbery, extortion, etc.? So what are you saying? Their name shouldn't be called? Well, when me call it, call YouTube and report me. Or go up on YouTube and delete the name. Because me not stop call them. And this youngster, his name is Navordo Clarke. He was born on June 28, 2007. He is 16 years old. You Bex? Well, this youngster, he's living in the Watson Grove area of Portmore. We are told that on Wednesday, August 16, about 12 midday. The police, they carried out a raid in the area and a .38 revolver with the serial number erased with one live round was found. Navordo, he was taken into police custody and we are told that he has since given the police a caution statement claiming ownership of that illegal gun. As a result, he was charged for 1. Possession of prohibited weapon, 2. Unauthorized possession of ammunition, and 3. Removal of mark on firearm. So, Navordo, Navordo Clarke, 16-year-old, he'll be going to the courts shortly. Now, in this next incident, this one took place last night, Saturday, August 19, about 9 o'clock. It took place at Sammy Drive in the Hendon Norwood area of St. James. We are learning that a party in the form of a fish fry was being held in the area. A few persons were in attendance, to include a guy who is in his early 20s. This guy, he's from the parish of Trelawney. We are told that he was there with his girlfriend when he walked with her down into a lane. We are learning that one of them wanted to urinate while they were in the lane. Several gunshots were heard being fired. It was then realized that the guy, he was shot. He received gunshot wounds to his back, his left hand, and his right foot. Luckily, his girlfriend was not hit. He was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. The mayhem. Now, in this next story, you see depression. It is real. Whenever you see somebody who is depressed, don't make fun of them. Don't make fun of them. If you can help them, help them. We are told that a St. Mary man, he attempted to take his own 3 points on Wednesday. Well, there are reports that the man has died. I'm also hearing that he has not died, so I have not verified it. If you know, drop it in the comment section below. Alright? But this man, his name is Karl Palmer. He is 51 years old and he lived at Eshagoli in the parish of St. Mary. We are told that Karl, he lived with his 61-year-old common-law wife, and from about a week before the incident, he was seen acting strange and he has been threatening to take his own 3 points. He also destroyed items in the house, but nothing was done to help Karl. On Wednesday afternoon, whilst he was home, we are told that he used a machete and a knife to inflict wounds to himself. The police, they were called and they assisted Karl to the Port Maria Hospital, where it is said that he was pronounced DEAD. Like I said earlier, that has not been confirmed. Now, I'm gonna show you a video when the police came for Karl. I will have to edit some parts of the video because of YouTube's policy, but I've dropped the entire video over on Patreon. Look and listen.
Man cutting one throat. Cool blood, man.
You know, see blood clot.
A beer.
Beer blood. Jesus Christ.
Depression is real. And talking about depression, I'm not sure what's the background of this story, but I continue to dig. That man on your screen, his name is Kirk Malabver. He was born on January 21, 1976, 47 years old. Kirk, he lived at Peter Daly Avenue, Cumberland Gardens in Portmore. Now, let me tell you a story about Kirk that you're not gonna hear anywhere else. That is unless them come over here, so come copy and paste. Well, as a teenager, Kirk, he attended Kingston College. Kirk's father was a policeman named William Malabver, and he used to work in Kingston. Kirk, when he was a teenager, he had serious eye problems. He was squinting his left eye a lot. His eyes were checked, and it was found out that the front window of his left eye no longer was curved like a ball. It had thinned and taken on a cone-like shape. As a result, Kirk's vision had gradually deteriorated to virtual blindness. Kirk, he could not see the top line of an eye chart. Neither could he count the number of fingers held in front of his face. Now, without boring you with too much details, Kirk, he was flown to South Florida on November 27, 1991, where he and his father stayed with family friends in Fort Lauderdale. A cornea became available almost 2 weeks after Kirk arrived in Florida, and a cornea transplant was performed on Kirk on December 6, 1991. That cornea transplant was what saved Kirk from being blind. He graduated from KC and he went on to study business management in university. Kirk, he was the father of a teenaged son, and we are told that he was gainfully employed. We are also told that Kirk, he was a licensed firearm holder. Yesterday morning, Saturday, August 19, about minutes after 5 o'clock, residents, they saw a blue left-hand drive 2011 Honda CR-V parked in the vicinity of Wisinko along the Lakespen Main Road in Portmore. When they went and looked in the vehicle, they saw the lifeless body of a man sitting in the front left driver's seat with blood coming from his head. The police, they were called, and when they did their checks, it was found out that the man, who was later identified as Kirk, he had a single gunshot wound to the right side of his head. His licensed Beretta 9mm pistol affixed with a magazine containing 15 rounds were also found in the vehicle. One 9mm spent shell was also found in the vehicle. Kirk, he appeared to have died on the spot. Now, investigations are continuing, but investigators, they are suspecting that Kirk, he may have taken his own 3 points. Ah boy. Now, in this next story, I've covered this story a few times. 3 men were shot and 2 of them died on the night of Wednesday, May 31. 2 nights later, hoodlums went to a shop across from where the 3 men were shot the Wednesday night. It is suspected that it's the same hoodlums who carried out the act the Wednesday night who returned the Friday night, June 2, about 9 o'clock. It is suspected that they returned because persons in the shop saw them when they carried out the act the Wednesday night. 3 men who were in the shop, they were shot and chopped and killed. They are 38-year-old Conroy Lawrence, also known as Beanie, 38-year-old Chevon Garden, also known as King Kong, and 50-year-old Carlesley Morris, also known as Shatter. This incident took place at Roehampton in St. James. Now, I also told you that a guy, his name is Kniston Reid, and he's popularly known as Pom Pom. He is 25 years old and he's living at 4 Road in Roehampton. He was arrested and charged for the killing of the 5 men and injuring 1. Yeah, man, the 2 that were killed the Wednesday night and the 3 that were killed the Friday night. As also the one that was injured the Wednesday night. Pam Pam, he's presently before the courts. Well, the police, they have arrested and charged another guy in connection with the death of the 3 men that were killed in the shop. His name is Wesley Reid, but he's popularly known as O'Shane. This November 15, O'Shane, he'll be celebrating his 29th birthday, and he's also living at Roehampton. So O'Shane, he'll be joining Pam Pam in court. The mayhem. Now, in this next story, the Montego Bay street people killer, he was on the hunting last night again. He struck twice last night. The first incident took place at St. Clever's Street in Montego Bay about 11:30. We are told that this killer, he attacked and stabbed a homeless man in his back. The man fell to the ground and the hoodlum, he made good his escape. Now, I've obtained a video with this homeless man on the ground. I'm gonna be dropping it over on Patreon because it's too grimy for YouTube. The man, he died on the spot. This man who died, he's said to be of a dark complexion, about in his mid-50s, about 5 feet 6 inches tall and medium built. He was wearing a brown shorts, a black shirt and a pair of black shoes with a black knapsack on his back. So that was last night, late last night. Well, about minutes to 3 o'clock this morning, another homeless person, popularly known as David. We are told that David, he's originally from the parish of St. Ann. He was sitting on the sidewalk along Barnett Street in Montego Bay when the same street people killer walked up to David and stabbed him to the right side of his belly. This killer, he then made good his escape. Luckily, David survived. He was rushed to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. Now, have you noticed that after this guy killed at least 7 homeless people and almost killed at least 5 of them, I am the only one who is talking about it? It's really sad. Trust me. It's sad. What about the much touted Jamaica Eye? Why isn't there a concerted effort to find out who this killer is and take him off the street? Remember me tell you. And this is not me trying to belittle any of the persons who were already killed or injured, but it's only a matter of time before this guy is gonna kill someone who is well known, and then we are gonna be seeing the outrage. Just wait and see. Just wait and see, because for the time being, everybody or most people are turning a blind eye because according to them, just some street people are dead. Why may I tell you? The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And if you notice, we are now over 198,000 subscribers. We need less than 2,000 to reach 200,000. I'm still hoping to reach there by next weekend. So continue. Yeah, man, continue. Continue telling a friend to tell a friend. If you come over here, so come subscribe, because over here, so we give you credible news. Over here, so we give you well-researched information. Alright, now, in the final story for today, this one took place yesterday afternoon. Saturday, August 19, about some minutes after 2 o'clock. It took place at Wagon Wheel in the Lilliput area of St. James. we are learning that a guy, his name is George Graham, but he was popularly known as Chinnoman, on June 23, just gone. Chinnoman, he celebrated his 36th birthday. We are told that at minutes after 1 o'clock yesterday, Chinnoman, his girlfriend, and her 5-year-old daughter, they were seen at the KFC at Witter Village in Ironshore in Montego Bay. They left the KFC at minutes to 2 o'clock. Chinnoman, he was driving a black Toyota Noah. They drove to their home at Wagon Wheel and parked in the yard. Apparently, they were being trailed. As Chinnoman parked the car in the yard, we are told that a white Nissan Tiida motor car drove up and stopped. A hoodlum jumped out of the car with a gun in his hand. He opened gunfire at Chinnoman, who was still sitting in the driver's seat of the vehicle. The female who was in the vehicle, unseen what was happening, she grabbed her daughter and ran from the vehicle. By this time, Chinnoman, he opened the vehicle door, but he fell face down on the ground. The hoodlum, he then stood over Chinnoman and pumped several more bullets into him, ensuring that the job that he was paid to do was carried out. The hoodlum, he then jumped back into the Nissan Tiida, and he and his cronies made good their escape. Happily, Chinnoman's girlfriend nor her daughter were not hurt. Chinnoman, he received gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body, and he ended up dying on the spot. The police, they were called, and when they processed this crime scene, 18.40 spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word.